Not going to be dismissing core members for instructional concerns. Again, in this idea of like the improvement plan is actually about improvement, we have two categories of instructional concerns that we're going to be looking at. And it is important, I think, for us to delineate between these and for purposes of creating an effective plan, as well as for the purposes of thinking about if that plan actually becomes a professionalism plan, we should kind of know where core members fall. So an initial concern, actually, if somebody could read that for me, please. Patricia.
If a CMA observes the CM in the classroom and has a significant concern, i.e. the CM is struggling more than he or she should at that point during the institute, CMA indicates an initial instructional concern in the data tool.
The second one, please.
Significant instructional concern. If a CMA continues to see significant concerns in the classroom, CMA will note a significant concern in tracker and with SD determine if an improvement plan is warranted.
I think the key here, and it's actually not on this slide, is that actually that a core member should, I mean, yes, they would get the kind of handout or the verbal notification that they have this initial instructional concern, but that we shouldn't jump to a significant concern if we actually haven't done anything we haven't already done something to actually help that core member improve. So it's not noted on this slide, but I think that's an important connection to make, that it's not this core member's having trouble communicating high expectations for behavior. I don't do anything about it. The next week I come in, this core member is still having trouble communicating high expectations for behavior. And we have a responsibility to our core members to make sure that we actually are communicating to them what we see as areas of weakness for them, especially if we're seeing them, I guess, if we're concerned enough about them to note them in our data tool. We have a responsibility to not only tell them that, but to also help them improve in that area. So, what you're going to do now is, number one, you have to stop listening to me. But number two is take 5 minutes on your own to read the scenarios on handout number 2. So it should be right after the staple packet, and it's front and back. And what I want you to think about are, does the situation warrant an improvement plan? If not, what would be your next steps? If you're not sure, what do you still need to know to make an informed decision? So literally, what information would you still need to gather to make a decision that would lead you to be able to say, yes, an improvement plan is warranted, or no, an improvement plan is not warranted. So you're going to take 5 minutes to do that on your own, and then you're going to discuss those scenarios for 5 minutes in table